It's Power 105.1, Christian Combs, King Combs in the building.
What's up? How are you?
You freaking me out a little bit. And let me ask you this. When people say, yo, you look just like your father, is that a good thing to you? Or like, because some kids, it's irritating. Like, all right.
Yeah, well, luckily for me, like, I always looked up to my pops when I was little. Like, he was like my favorite person.
Really?
Growing up, yeah. So when people keep saying that, you know, I'll be like, I do get tired of it sometimes, but then I think in my head, like, hold on, he that nigga, so.
All right, so I'll take it. I'll take it. Did you feel like that even as a little kid?
Yeah. I always felt like he was that guy. Like, I viewed him as like a superhero because I would see all the people screaming, going crazy for him, and then I love music myself.
Right.
And I love the music that he made, so. He was really like a mentor to me growing up, so nah, it's not a problem that I look like him.
Some people be like, all right.
Yeah.
But I get that. But you really, it's not even just how you look, like your demeanor, all your, you know that. Of course. Your whole, when you walked in, I was like, I didn't expect it because I've seen you here and there. We don't really know each other that well, but I've seen you and I'm like, everybody knows you look like him. When you walked in, the whole, how you looking at the room, like just everything. Yes, you like Puff. It's crazy.
Yeah, that's a beast.
Anyway, thank you for coming, man. Thank you. It's a pleasure to have you here.
Thank you for having me here, for real.
Anytime, my love. We were supposed to do this before.
Yeah.
And I know this is your first interview since losing your mom, which I'm so sorry about.
Thank you so much.
How are you doing? How is you doing? How's the family doing?
We're doing good. You know, it was real rough in the beginning, but I feel like we always been a tight family, but now like that really brought us together because we all under the same roof. We all having dinner together every night.
Really?
Being together.
That was not the case before?
I mean, we was always together and stuff, you know, like, but it wasn't all under one roof, nah. So now we all together and we all spending more time. Like, we get to have dinner with my sisters every night and really talk and make sure they're comfortable. And one thing I never really told anybody, like, right when I found out the news, like, I was shocked. Like, I didn't know what to do. I was like, yo.
How could you?
My whole world stopped. And, like, I was real down. And as soon as I got in the car, because I landed at the airport, as soon as I got in the car, my song Love You Better came on the radio. And I'm like, yo, like, nah, like, I know that's her talking to me, like, making sure I know everything's okay. So that just made me feel like it's still faith in that, you know, I just got to keep pushing. Yeah. And that it's time.
And you got an angel forever.
Yes.
That holds you down. And it's different when you're going through such a tragic or such a loss like that. But then also you have this, like, the public.
Yeah.
Because people, like, were cried with you. You know, did you feel that from the public, how much people, like, felt for your family and were praying for your family? And
yeah, I definitely felt a lot of love. And, you know, that was definitely needed at that time. And I didn't even expect for the whole world to be shocked like that, you know, so. I definitely felt that love, and it definitely helped us and helped my family. So I appreciate that.
That's good, baby. It must be tough for you, too, because you have these two parents. Your mother was smart and beautiful and managed you, right? She was your momager, like a momager, too, right?
My biggest fan, in fact.
She was? I remember seeing her post, too, and, like, that's your biggest fan.
Yeah, word.
So you have that, and then you have your father, who's this, like, arguably, you know, one of probably the biggest moguls we've ever seen in this culture. Like, and so here you come, little Christian, right? Growing up, kid, you watching all of this. What type of pressure is that for you?
I feel like I had great parents to really mold and shape me to be the best man I could be. And really, I feel like the music gonna speak for itself. Like, of course, you know, we got the Bad Boy legacy, Biggie, Mace, everybody. And I feel like I'm a part of that team. I don't feel like I'm going against them. So I feel like it's just up to me to keep it going forward.
Yeah.
And I'm ready for that. I like that.
You do? Honest. You like a challenge?
Yeah, I like that.
Of course you do. You probably like a challenge. You probably have a good work ethic. Do you have a good work ethic?
Yeah.
Is that mom or dad or both? Or
I would say that's both. Definitely both. But, you know, Pops, he on the work ethic crazy. That's his number one thing.
Yeah, like if you wanted to be like a kid that was like, because you got to come, you know, your family's good on bread. Yeah. It's not like that's the motivation. You know what I'm saying? Like if you wanted to just be like a Hollywood kid chilling, like you could probably do that, right?
Definitely not.
No.
My pops would kick me out the crib.
Really?
Like, yo, I got kicked out the crib last week. All I was doing was eating breakfast, talking to my man's Rico, vibing. But it was a little too late to be eating breakfast. You feel me? And my pops would be like, yo, you need to get out and be working. You know what I'm saying? It's no time to sleep because on the East Coast, I'd be waking up at 12 in L.A. It'd be 3 out here. People already halfway done with their day. So You know what I'm saying? He's definitely not an easy pops, though. You know how he is. You just said you know my pop.
Yeah, I know. He gotta be all over you.
Yeah, he be on my back. OD, like, OD.
But you also see the other side of that. Like, we see you dancing in the house, and we see you, like...
yeah. It's definitely always good times, fun in the crib, but, like, the work ethic thing, and not just alone from him telling me to do it, like, that's something that I want to do. I don't want to live in his crib. Like, I want a bigger crib than him. On a mansion right next to him.
Oh, you trying to battle him?
I'm trying to be right next to him with it. I'm not trying to just live off someone else. Like, you know, I doubt anybody would want to do that. So
you're trying to do it to the next level. I'm sure you learned a lot too. Even your mom, I remember when she started, she had done a company. It was like a marketing company. Was it Three Brown Girls?
Yeah,
that's what it was called, right? But I remember when she launched that, she was saying, like, being with Puff all those years, she'd have had to been crazy not to learn some marketing things or something from him. So like being with him, I guess, stepped up her like business
for sure
sense. And so I'm sure being raised by him.
Yeah, it definitely taught me a lot for sure. And like in the studio, like to always be working and have my own thought and my own vision. Like not be focused on what other people tell me. Because, you know, it's a lot of A&Rs and people like that. And my project, Sincerely C3, that's out March 29th.
It's coming.
I A&R by myself, you know what I'm saying? It's nobody else.
Nobody helped you?
From that.
Why?
No. I mean, that's not really how I want it to be, but that's just how it is right now. We working, we coming up, we about to start working with different people. But
I'm trying to think about what other kids of successful, I guess Jaden Smith is probably one. Because there is this thing you have to get past, and then once you do, you find your own. Find anybody who's related, even like a Solange with Beyonce. It's like finding your own space and your own lane to be able to, I don't know, just have your own.
Yeah, finding my own sound, like really just working on it, and that's what I think this project is. Like I dropped a project on like the mixtape.
Yeah, the mixtape. The Chris Brown joint was on there,
and it was a whole nostalgic '90s vibe. And this one, it brings different sides of me, like. I got a song with Jeremiah, City Girls, T Grizzly, Smokey.
Because you're young too, right? You're right. So you probably have.
But it's not all like one sound. So it's like a collaborative project. So it's just a whole bunch of different sides of me.
And who are you using for producers?
I got Mustard on there.
Okay.
Who else we got? Tank God, I mess with Tank God. My guy Source. Few cats out there, but no real big names like that. I think Mustard is the biggest name we got on there. We got Young Berg, my bad, shout out Young Berg, my single with Jeremiah Naughty. But yeah, we haven't really got into the point, I haven't gotten to the point where I'm just getting all the big producers out there. Like I would love to work with the Metros and
I would imagine you have access, right? To like, that's another thing. It's like you have access.
Yeah, definitely.
Or do you? Or is it?
It's just we haven't really. I like everything to be organic. Like we haven't really had the time to sit down and really play my music for any of those producers or me to hear their beats. So I feel like that time is coming when I lock in on my solo project album. I could really tap into that.
You were just like made for this. Like you were literally born and made to do this, right? Does it feel like that to you?
Yeah.
Because like, what else would you do? Like,
probably be a ball player.
Nah, a ball player, of course. A ball player.
I wanted to be
artist.
A rapper. Nah, rapper from the beginning. Entrepreneur.
From when?
Always loved fashion.
From like a baby?
For real, I was like 7 years old, 6 years old, and I said I wanted to first be a rapper. I never thought of being a fireman or nothing like that. You know what I'm saying? Nothing else.
Yeah.
It was always like rapping always was in my heart. And I'm sure that came from being a fly on the wall, watching my pops with all the legends and
of course
putting together classics. Like it's really inspiring.
I'm excited to hear the project, man. So what's the date again? March?
Yeah, March 29th. Sincerely 29th. C3. But let me break it down. It's CYN.
Okay.
CYN Sincerely, because CYN is like my clique. You know what I'm saying? We all from here. It's the mob. And then C3.
You're from New York. New York. Okay.
Yeah. C3 is my alter
Did you
ego.
live here? I thought you lived in...
Yeah, I lived here, but I moved.
Okay.
We live in LA now.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, C3 is my alter ego, Christian Casey Combs. So Sincerely C3. And it's basically for the fans and the people just to know, like I said, that there's different sides to my artistry.
Do you get into the, I mean, we know that you've been through this hard time. Do you get into any of that in your music yet? Are you at that point? Or are you still
a little bit, yeah, diving into it. But I'm going to go deep into it. I definitely want to focus on that, yeah.
It's probably too new right now.
Yeah, I'm still gathering my thoughts and stuff about it. I've been writing about it and stuff.
That's helpful.
Yeah.
Are you getting a lot of love in the street, people coming up to you and all that? Are you in the street? How do you live? I don't even know how you live your life. Do you live your life like some like super rich kid, or do you have like somewhat a normal life?
I definitely have a normal life.
Tell me what's the most normal thing you've done.
I like watching Narcos.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Okay. I like learning how to cook, going to the movies.
Can you cook?
Reading books sometimes.
What do you cook?
Huh?
What do you cook?
Chicken parmesan.
You put some sauce,
eggs and bacon, pancakes.
Okay. All right, you can fend for yourself.
What else can I do? Hold on. Oh, grilled cheese with turkey in the middle.
We just had grilled cheese for lunch.
Don't sleep on that, because that can have you fed.
With turkey in the middle?
Turkey in the middle with it melted.
And you do this. This is what you do.
That's so fire. I'm telling you.
That's amazing. Who's the best cook in your family?
Best cook in my family? I have to say my Mimi.
Who's that?
Yeah, my grandma.
Your grandmother?
Yeah.
Mama Combs?
Yeah, she cooked candy yams, barbecue ribs, so fire.
That sounds like a good time. We were talking about your family before because we were trying to figure out who's the best dancer in your family.
Oh yeah. Who you think?
I don't know. Who you think?
I ain't even gonna lie.
Who's the best?
My pop's been pulling out some moves lately.
Really?
I swear to God, I'm not even trying to play around. He been coming with a different pocket and different groove. I'm excited to see how his dancing is.
You want the world to see it?
Yeah.
You know who you shouldn't sleep on is Justin.
Oh yeah, Justin be wildin'. Justin really taught me how to get light.
But how do you teach that? What is that? I saw a video of him when he did this thing where he kicked his foot up in the air and touched his foot.
He was like, ah.
Yes. What is that? Who teaches him that? Is that your dad?
Yeah, he learned that. That's just the spank, he get from being out here in New York, Harlem, New Rochelle, dancing, getting light.
It's pretty impressive.
Facts.
I think Justin, you know what I mean?
You think he got me?
I don't know.
Juju, he know better than that.
What about, let me see, dancing? Who's the funniest of all the brothers or the sisters or the...
Ooh.
Who got the best jokes?
Jessie is the funniest.
Really?
Yeah, it's one of the twin sisters. She's just like
really?
Hilarious.
She's so little. She got jokes?
Yeah, it's not really like the jokes. It's just the funniest people when they funny, they don't even know they funny. Like, she just like, her personality is hilarious.
Do you get
She a diva.
She's a diva?
Yeah.
Why wouldn't she be? Or she should be. Do you guys get competitive with each other? Because you're all like doing music and kind of.
Not really.
Not
actually.
really.
That's a little weird.
Quincy.
We don't get that competitive. Like
really?
That. Yeah. Like I never had a fight with Justin. Never had a fight with Quincy like that.
You never had a fight with your brothers ever in your life?
Nah.
Over anything?
It's like, I don't know. Nah. We be having like disputes, but like
you have to fight with your brother.
You're supposed to get serious. Like, yo, what's up, man? Like, it never really got to a point where I was like genuinely mad, like OD mad. But maybe because they're my older brothers, I just let them have it. I don't know.
Yeah, also because some brothers, they be fighting over like, you took my sneakers. You probably all got your own sneakers. You know
Nah. Slow down, cause my underwear drawer is looking light right now.
You think somebody was in there?
Justin, yeah.
You think Justin was in there? Justin even your size?
Nah. We be switching out Montclairs.
Stuff like that. And Quincy, I just actually met Quincy for the first time in LA. During, what was that, Grammy Week? Grammy Week. And like, so dope.
Yeah, he's a little bit more mature than me and Just.
So mature and so like, I don't know, like
Nah, but Quincy be trying to snap on me lately though.
What do you mean?
I ain't gonna lie, he has been trying to snap on me. We have been getting into little fights, it's just he been getting a little extra big brother-ish, like, you know what I'm saying, slap me in the back of the head. I'm like, yo, you like 10 years late with that. Come on, bro. Nah,
that's really funny. Cool, how? What's the age difference between you and Quincy?
Like 7 years.
Oh, 7 years.
6.5, 7 years.
Oh, so he's big brother for real.
Yeah.
But he's doing really well too, right?
Word. Yeah, definitely holding down the fort.
He's on the show on Star.
Yeah,
he's doing really, and he's a good actor. Like I seen him in a couple things. Good. I'm like, he
dropped some Netflix movie too. That's hard. I gotta go check out.
And then and he's doing music. He's dropping
he got some heat dropping.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He getting ready to drop. You're not dropping at the same time, are you?
Nah.
That would be nuts. Then you could make it like a competitive brotherly.
It could really be competitive.
You know what I mean? You remember one time 50 Cent and Kanye did a magazine cover when they acted like they hated each other. They acted like they was at war, but they wasn't really beefing. It was a publicity thing. You and your brother could do that.
We really could. On some light skin, dark skin. Choose your side.
I mean, you
ladies choose light skin and dark skin.
All that. You can do all that. Who got the best, you know what I mean? Whatever. But he don't rap, right? He just sings.
Nah, he be spitting too. Yeah. Wait till you hear his single about to come out. It's fire. I'm telling you, I can't give no secrets, but it's OD.
Who's the better spitter?
I'm not getting into all that. You know? And you know what? I really can't even do it out of respect because my first song was at Daddy's house. And the only people that was writing it was me, Justin, and Quincy. And we all had a verse on it.
Really?
Yeah,
Where is that?
At, Daddy's house, the studio.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
It's on YouTube?
Yeah, a little bit of it's on YouTube, yeah.
But not
I need the track. I don't have the track.
You need that.
Yeah,
when was that?
It's probably somewhere in the files.
When was that? Long time ago?
That's when I was, like I'm saying, like 7, 8 years old.
And that's when you got the bug?
Yeah.
Is that since then?
Yeah.
7 years old in the studio.
And never left.
What about finding your own, like, because I was surprised that you, and I like the song, but I was surprised that you came out with the EP on that 90s.
Oh, yeah.
Because I would have thought usually people are rebellious against whatever they think their parents or their siblings.
See, me, like, that had, like, a real moment in my heart because when I was trying to figure out the rap stuff and really take it serious, because Pops was like, yo, ain't no writers coming in here, no producers. I'm not doing this. You're not in the house studio. I got to get my own studio. Like, people may not even know. The studio I work out of is not fancy with the good dash, automatic. You know what I'm saying? It's like, it's real small. Only thing in there is pick a biggie. Fucking AC vents is kind of broke. Like, you know, it's not supposed to be like that. It ain't supposed to be like that. But, you know what I'm saying? People would expect some real fancy stuff. And I noticed when I was collabing with these other artists on the project, they would come to the studio and be like, yo, you be working here? Or whose studio is this? What studio is this? I'm like, this Bad Boy studio. What you talking about? And they be like, yo, they would just be shocked. Like,
they expect you to have.
Yeah, they just expect something so glamorous and all that.
You probably had to have a very glamorous life though your whole life. Were you like were you a spoiled kid or did they ration and try to, because when you're raising a kid and you don't come from that, like your parents don't come from money, so usually when you have that generation and you're raising somebody, they want you to have the same values.
Yeah, you know, my pops always wanted to make sure, like that was like one of his biggest fears, like us growing up to be spoiled or us growing up not knowing how to work for ourselves, or us growing up and say all this fell down. Like, we don't want to just be useless, like, you know what I'm saying? So he always wanted us to be able to fend for ourselves. And I just like doing it. I don't want to live under somebody else. That's not a vibe. Like, you know what I'm saying? It might be cool while you in your teenage years, but as you start
as a grown man
later. And I didn't spend all my time just like under the roof with my pops and the chefs and the maids and all that.
Right.
Like, I went to Columbus, Georgia, down south. My grandma spent like years out there. All my cousins out there, they live like a total opposite life from me. So it's like,
was that weird?
It's a big difference, yeah.
As a kid, was that weird going back and forth? And
actually, like, I like that better.
Really?
Yeah, like, it was something about it, like,
it
just felt like,
you
know
normal?
What I'm saying? Yeah, it was just like with my grandma, my cousins, you know, that was always fun. I wasn't really thinking of it as like, you know, the big stuff. Of course, I love being with my parents and stuff, but being with my cousins and all that, it was always fun to me as a child. I never thought about, you know, all the other stuff.
All the fancy stuff?
Yeah.
But it's also probably nice, right?
Yeah, it's a vibe.
When it comes time, it's probably nice.
It's definitely nice. And when you get older, you start to really realize it. Like, you know, as I go back to my grandmother's house and I see, like, you know, how she's living and how my cousins is living, like, you see that's a way big difference than how you're living. But, of course, as a young kid, you don't really notice that.
Good for you. That probably suited you, though. That probably helped to give you, like, perspective.
Yeah,
if you
probably
only see one thing, you know what I'm saying? Then that's all you know. You don't really appreciate other stuff like that.
Definitely.
So what is your goal? Like, what are we looking at in like 5 or 10 years?
Yeah, goal. Just, you know, I'm really taking the music serious, going hard on that. The fashion thing, being an entrepreneur.
Yeah, aren't you bringing the line back? Or you do?
Yeah, I'm about to do a special collection with Sean John that's about to be fire, crazy.
Wow.
I just did a ad campaign for somebody. I can't tell you yet, but it's gonna be.
But
special.
You've been doing ad campaigns, right? You were in a few of them, or you did. Was it Tommy?
Yeah, we did. Tommy, Dolce.
You know, let's not forget about Dolce.
Yeah, it's hard.
Does your father still own? Is that still family, or he sold that, right?
Nah, he sold it, but we still have part.
You used to have part of it, yeah. Because I've been seeing it like in the stores lately. I've been right. There's like I saw a display during Biggie's birthday. I was looking for a Biggie T-shirt for a friend who was doing something, and I went to the Sean John display, and they had. I was like, oh shit, it's like a bigger display than normal. I felt like somebody put some new bread or something. I feel like there was some new money. It was some new money invested or something.
Yeah, I don't know exactly about all that, but my collection is about to be fire.
What does it look like?
I need you to get it. I'm gonna have a pink velour suit
pink
for the
velour
ladies.
Joint? You know what I'm saying?
That's
this.
It. I'm not saying nothing else. That's it.
I like that. All right, that's enough. Those were fire, by the way. I'm mad I got rid of mine. There was 2 things I got mad I got rid of. I got those, and there was a bad boy. When your father was first starting, he did these not first starting, but early in the game, he did these like windbreaker type of with the buttons down.
What did it look like?
And it had the bad boy logo in the back, and it sounds very simple, right? Everybody wanted one. It was just like the black Coach jacket with the bad boy and the little bad boy logo right here. But it was like, you know how everybody now wears the Rock Nation, the rock hats, or a lot of people wear them? Everybody was wearing them bad boy jackets. We go to the tunnel, everybody had the snap bad boy jackets, and I wish I would have kept that. If I'd have busted that one out right now,
I might have to bring it back for you.
You should bring that back. That's a good one. Ask your father about that one. That's a good one to bring back. So when does the collection come? Soon or?
Yeah, it's no specific date on that yet. I don't want to steer nobody wrong.
Okay, baby.
Yeah, I really wasn't supposed to give the surprise.
It's all right. You gotta leak things sometimes. You know what I mean? You gotta let it go. All right. Anything else? What do you want people to know about? We got the clothing. We got the clothing line. We got the album coming. It's a full
Single
album
with Jeremiah, called Naughty. It's an EP.
It's an EP.
9
okay.
songs, collaborative project.
That's full.
Yeah, it's about to be dope.
So 21st. When do you turn 21?
April 1st. April Fool's Day. I turned 21.
Wow.
Yeah.
Is it gonna be a big party? Has to be, right?
It's gonna be lit. Facts.
Do you let your father come to your party?
Yeah.
You don't have that type of...
my turn up buddy.
Yeah, I was gonna say, you don't have that type. For me, when I was 21, I'd be like, hell no, I don't want my parents.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Word.
You gotta know that that's not like the norm. Most people don't have a 21, right? Most people don't want to be with their parents at 21 years old.
Oh yeah, true. I do low-key have a different pops. Like, he's a little different.
Wait, have you done music with him yet?
Nah, not yet.
Would you ever?
Yeah, for sure.
Are you waiting for the moment or
it's in the works. We got a bunch of beats. We be in the crib like, yo, we might have to get on this together. But yeah, he's busy. I'm waiting for him to really be ready. When he's ready,
it just hasn't happened yet.
Yeah.
And nothing with Quincy. I'm surprised.
I do got a song with Quincy, not on this EP, but it's about to come out.
Okay.
It's dope.
Tell them again the date so everybody knows where to get it and all that.
Yeah, March 29th, Sincerely C3. It's out. It's going crazy. I got Jeremiah, Todd Dollar, City Girls, T Grizzly, Smokey Margella. It's about to go up. Let's go. Bad Boy, CYN.
There it is. King Combs, Christian Combs, everybody. 105.1.